today's show is about poetic activism. It wasn't that long ago when poets in our communities were the voice of the struggle. But I must say that the question comes up constantly, where are our young leaders of today? Are the poets supposed to take the charge?
Dude, if you're talking about the leaders of tomorrow, you have the leaders of tomorrow sitting right in front of your face.
As long as I've been alive and looking at slam and spoken word in particular, poetry's been political.
We did a slam to pick our team that will represent in Brave New Voices national competition in D.C. this year. And the Grand Slam champion, his name is Joshua Bennett, everybody. So give Joshua Bennett a round of applause. Come here, Josh. You hear this? We got something to say to you.
See, I wish that I treated women with more respect. But every time I go to a party, I can't help but get on my grind, and I'm not talking about schoolwork. I'm talking about seeing a female I barely know and grabbing her up from behind, pushing her back to the floor, back to before, to the time when slave masters used to rape our wives and we had to pretend to be blind. But now it's no longer physical chains that bind. It's this mindset that causes me to TiVo rap videos and press rewind over and over as I destroy the dignity of the model on screen and begin to mentally unclothe her, forgetting that at one time I was taught to treat women like queens.
Like, that's what I've always loved about spoken word, is that it kind of like brings you the news and like current events, but in ways that are like very funky and fresh. And like, we know that like the world is hard for black people or women, but like when you hear somebody put that in a poem in a way that you've never heard it before, it's like, what does that mean?
But never try to tell me that women have been treated justly in this country. See, since the first moment I suckled milk from my mother's breast, I rock feminism like a Kevlar vest, defending me from the bullets of bigotry, for the fact that I despise male privilege as much as I do white supremacy. Because
that's what I want people to like say when I got off stage. Like, he was willing to be vulnerable on stage, and he wasn't afraid to kind of convey how he felt.
And so I'll continue to send my thoughts to these poems until truth bleeds from my tongue, and we're able to conceive that we must allow Adam to take his proper blame, and instead find justice for Eve.
Oh my God! Do it again!
He has dominance.
I like the way that you start low, rise up, get up here, and then fall back down.
You're 19. And say your name, your whole name, and thank your mama.
Thank you, Mom. My name is Joshua Brandon Bennett.